Hello everyone, my name is ForeverElite. Welcome back to a brand new video. Guys, we are currently on my MPS. As you guys see, my main account is right here. I am actually on my alternate account. But some big news today, guys. Mineplex just released a brand new SSM kit called the Guardian. His little eye will follow me wherever I go. It's kind of scary. But guys, we're just going to hop right into some of its stats, and I'm going to be showing you guys kind of like what this class will do and what you could possibly do with its potential. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to just see the first glance, first impressions that I see with this kit, and we're going to get started right now. So going over its stats, I'm seeing some first impressions right now. First off, the damage is not that great. It's only a 4, and that damage is not very good compared to Slime, which has a damage of about 6. And the armor is only 4.5. Now, the armor itself is actually a diamond pair of pants and a pair of diamond boots. So it's actually not entirely ideal. I mean, it's diamond, but it's still not that great. What I see here is the regeneration is also 0.25, which is pretty low compared to a lot of other things. Slime is actually 0.35 now. That was nerfed, unfortunately. But nevertheless, here we are. This is what I've already played. I've already played one round of this, but what I've seen is that it's basically like a baby iron golem kit. It costs about 8,000 gems. It is an 8,000 gem kit, and what happens is you have all these different abilities. As you guys see right here, we have the iron axe, which once you do that, it like shoots a shard, and it basically brings the person towards you, and that's basically like the iron hook on the iron golem. Now the water splash is basically seismic slam. You go into the air and you like pull all people nearby. So it's a little bit different. It's kind of like I guess iron golem 2.0, I would say. But you do actually go pretty high up, and then you slam down onto the ground, dealing light damage and knockback. So it is pretty similar to the iron golem seismic slam. Now we're going to go on to the target laser. Now the target laser is a pretty difficult thing to master, I've seen so far. You have to be pretty close to the player, which is pretty difficult that I've seen already. And what happens is you have to be on the ground, and eventually you have to get close to someone while you're on the ground. They have to be on the ground, as far as I know. I'll have to test that theory out in a little bit, but they have to be on the ground as far as I know, and then you can shoot this laser that will then basically lock onto them. And if any point between you and that person where a block goes in between you and the laser, then that laser will actually do damage to the other player, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go right into it. I'm going to be using my main kit as my test example, and I'm going to play on my alt account since I have kits on my alt account. And then I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys what this kit can do. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get right into the game, and I will see you right there. Alrighty, everyone, welcome back. So now here we are. We're on my favorite test map. This is Hyrule Castle. I like to test a lot of stuff on this map. So I'm going to go over and just show you guys a few of the abilities. Now this is the Whirlpool Axe. This is what shoots the shard. As you guys can see, you kind of just see that little speck. I'm going to show you guys again what that kind of looks like. It's a prismarine shard that has a nice little water trail that eventually drops off, which is pretty cool. I think that's a pretty cool feature. Now this is this is like the iron hook. This is actually the seismic slam right here. I'll show you guys what this does. So you right click, you go up in the air, and then you actually do go forward about 5 or 6 blocks, and then you do a bunch of damage when you actually do land. So that's what this looks like. It's kind of like the seismic slam. I don't necessarily like it that much. It doesn't do as much damage as the seismic slam of the iron golem does itself, but it's still pretty good. Now this is the target laser. I'm going to go ahead and just point this at it. You guys will see these particles forming on them, and if any point I move, see like that, it says your laser broke, dealing damage to ForeverElite. So I'll show you guys what this does again. Also, I'll show you guys what this Whirlpool Axe does while we're waiting for this cooldown. One thing about this is the cooldowns are actually pretty hefty, so be very careful and make sure you can actually hit when you can. Now, as you guys did see that, it was not that great of a launch, so I'm going to just hit him again. It was not that much of a pull, and I don't necessarily like that too much. We're going to go ahead and do the target laser one more time. I think I'm same spawn. Oh no, okay, I'm over here then. Yep, okay, I'm over here. So this is the target laser. I'm going to go ahead and shoot it at him. If I go across this tree, if I go a little bit farther away, and the blocks, if you have a bunch of blocks separating you from your opponent, you will actually do damage. Now, I'm not sure how much damage this does. I still have yet to test that, but this is basically just a video to show you guys what it is capable of doing. And then we are going to also show you guys the, I love how I'm saying we, because I'm the same person. I'm just going to kill him really quick. There we go. And I'll just hopefully get a decent spawn, and then I'll show you guys a good water splash damage. Hopefully, is that a good? That's a good spawn. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys this, and this is basically like Seismic Slam. So if I start around right here on this block, I can actually travel over to him eventually. So as you see, it doesn't do that much damage, or it doesn't do that much knockback. It does do a bit of damage, but not that much. Now, on my utmost opinion, I do not believe this is a decent kit to be considered a pro class. However, keep in mind I am using a test subject as a Iron Golem, which is one of the heaviest, is the heaviest class in the entire game. So it is a lot more knockback on smaller kits, but still, regardless, if you're facing an Iron Golem, which is pretty stacked anyway, you don't get much knockback. So just be wary of that. I'm just going to hit him with my target laser again. So if you travel pretty far away, it has to be about 20 blocks or so, you can actually do some damage with that. So I'm going to go ahead and do another bit of damage right here. He doesn't do that much damage or knockback nevertheless, but yeah, guys, this is the new kit. I don't really think I like it that much. I think it was pretty overhyped. At least it's not really too overpowered, but it's also not a kit I would be spending 8,000 gems on, even though, you know, I'm on my alt, so I did, but definitely not on my main account. But yeah, guys, this is the brand new Guardian kit. I'm going to see if I can try to get a few highlights for you guys in an actual game itself, and we're going to go ahead and do that. Alrighty everyone, I do hope you enjoyed that little bit of highlights. Now that was the Guardian kit. I just have to say guys, I do not recommend this kit. This kit is too underpowered. Okay, when I see this kit, I don't see the abilities being actually any decent. The only thing I see that's somewhat decent in the abilities is the tractor beam or whatever, the laser beam that it shoots, which is the pickaxe. But otherwise the abilities are almost useless. The Seismic Slam didn't even do a heart to me, and I basically killed everyone with melee. So it's my utmost opinion, it is my opinion, that this is not a worthy kit to be bought or used, and I could easily take him out, honestly. And the armor is not good enough to withstand a decent match, because all you get is diamond pants and boots, and I have already played a few games against skeletons where you get shot within 5 times and you're already dead. So I do actually think that they will buff this kit in the future. However, for now, I do not think it's worthy to be played, and that's my opinion because I've played a few games and have found that to be true for most cases. The abilities are too underpowered, and you basically have to rely on melee way too much, which is good PvP, but it's not good for the intent of SSM. So yeah, guys, that is my honest review and the little review of the entire class. And I hope you guys enjoy this. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, guys, and I will see you in a brand new video. Bye, guys.